we did reasonably well, I think. We held our position in the market, third in the market, and also number one at breakfast, which is fantastic for us. I mean, our numbers, were a little down in some areas. We were pleased to see some audience numbers up, a couple of thousand up in terms of reach for breakfast, which is great because that's what we're hearing. We're hearing engagement with our new presenter, Dan Borscher. But I think maybe the thing for us to really think about, or the thing for you to think about, is that what we do at the ABC is we change from time to time and we grow our talent. So I think I'm pretty happy for a first survey where we've had more than half our lineup change, where we're experimenting with some new people and we're welcoming new talent who we know are going to be big and bright for us, brighter than they are now, into the future.
So Genevieve's been on mornings for a while. She's stable, and you have a stable drive with Adam, but you changed afternoons as well as breakfast. Is that right?
So our new programs for this year locally are Dan Borscher on breakfast and Laura Chilingurian on afternoons. And also on drive, we've welcomed a new voice in Kim Hun once a fortnight, while Adam works a 9-day fortnight, which is really good for us. So another local voice, another person who knows our local community because he grew up here. He's a Belco boy, and we love that. But also too, we have a new evenings presenter in Chris Barth, and that's fantastic for us. And Phil Clark's moved to nightlife. So in fact, when you think about it, there's been a lot of change across a 24-hour period for ABC listeners in Canberra.
Actually, that's significant, I guess, because Phil Clark did well in breakfast,
yes,
and now he's still heard on radio, ABC Radio Canberra in nights.
Yes.
How did that go? Were they good numbers in nights?
Look, we're waiting for our breakdowns, but the nights numbers were pretty stable. But when we talk about nights, I mean, you're talking about 7 till midnight, and we have different programs at that time. So they held stable, but we're looking forward to the breakdowns.
What about the activity during the survey? Did you do anything special?
Look, for us, we were really focusing on getting our new people in and on the ground. But perhaps the other big change for us was the activity that happened around our broadcasting team, but was very much a part of the larger team effort, and that was the rebranding. So we've moved away from 666 ABC Canberra. We've taken our call sign away, even though we love that number because it's the number of the best, as we like to say here. But we've moved to ABC Radio Canberra. And that's a big step forward into the 21st century for us, because even though we're going to be remaining on the AM band for the foreseeable future, as far as we can tell, we're increasingly moving into a digital space. So these days, when you have us online via the stream and very much on the ABC radio app, as well as the aggregate apps that have a lot of different radio stations on them, they're, I guess, a bit like a version of a radio, but inside your phone, then nobody's looking for 666 because there isn't a dial to twist. And so taking those numbers out just allows us to be on every platform at all times, and people know us by our name, the ABC, and by our location, which is Canberra, and by what we are, which is radio.
What about digital radio, which is now firmly here in Canberra? Do you think that's given you some good traction?
Look, it has. Digital radio is proving to be a real winner, I think, for everybody in the industry, but the ABC certainly is doing well, and we're looking forward to the cessation of the trial and to a full service in Canberra, and the federal government has happily indicated that that's on the cards.